How's it going, everyone? So we're here with a skin video finally, and yeah, so last week I did miss the skin video, and this week it is only going to be the top 10, and I'm going through a lot of health stuff. You guys always hear that. Well, I'm seeing some specialists, and we're trying to make all that stuff better, and it's been putting my body through quite a bit, and it's just been a roller coaster ride. I've had really bad reactions to some of the new medications they put me on. I had bad reaction to an inhaler, which was the first time I've ever even used an inhaler in my life. Yeah, it's just kind of a lot of stuff going on. So I may have to do top 10 maybe one more time or so. But by then it should be Halloween and we'll have all of that fun stuff going on anyways. So thank you everyone for your kind words always and bearing with me and all of that. And let's get on to the skins. So starting off, we've got this really cool set for you right here. The Jester set by Y9J. It's a bandana and poncho combo. And as you can see here, this is beautifully sculpted. The colors are vibrant. The sculpting is done very nicely. You know, it does look like multiple pieces stitched together. You can see the seams and so forth. It has nice bright patterns, gold and black tan to really appeal to a lot of people. And then this kind of big, huge grin on the front, that creepy gesture look. They even kind of snuck in a bit of a button, or a clown nose, I guess. Whatever you want to call it. Yeah, clown nose, I guess. So definitely really, really well done. Next up for the deployables, we've got this really cool furnace for you. It is the Crab Tower Furnace. And as you can see, the whole thing looks like a kind of maybe former hollowed out crab sitting up on some sand and so forth. But there's all these various little holes. And it kind of comes alive at night. That's one of those things you're going to have to see. But one of the main things here, the sculpting is done really well. The crab legs look like they pop off. The holes look like actual holes. It's not all flat and so forth. All the extra little critters do pop out nicely, and it's just not flat textures. The bumps on the actual skin, or I should say the shell of the crab, just all those kind of things are what really can make a good skin. Moving along over here, we've got something along the creativity, since we always seem to have so many amazing rugs. This one is the Caretaker rug by Yan, and as you can see here, they cut it to make it look slim and basically become a banner. And it just kind of has that spooky kind of feel a lot of people really like, with the kind of, you know, watching eye kind of thing going on, and it's just done very well. Then next we have the Danger Barricade, which is actually in the store. Some people may have some questions about that. It ends up that it was pay to win to be able to see through it before you could fire, so people could pre-fire. So it was changed to be a solid barricade. So if you're wondering what happened with it, that's what's there. But that was the next deployable item. So then moving on, we do have some doors, and the first one is going to be the Oasis. So the Oasis, you get it? It's an I. Oh, so clever. But they did a kind of mix of a desert oasis and Egyptian kind of theme going on with this, and they just did such a nice job. You have all these details on the palms and the cactus and aloe and the water. This is just a really beautiful sculpt, a nice art piece, and on top of it, it just glows. Moving on, we do have a garage door for you this weekend. It's part of the Frozen Crypt set. I think it really translated very well onto the garage door. Has some very nice sculpting done. The pieces look like they aren't flat. You have this nice skull popping out with that kind of like ruby glowing forehead, and there's all these chains along the top of the roller. Now, if we go ahead and kill our lights, and there we go. As you can see, it does have a completely glowing roller, which is always a major plus for nighttime. And then you can see the beautiful glow that goes around with the Oasis door. And then the creativity here on the furnace. As I said, you can see the little eyes poking through all the different crabs that are hiding in their former giant beast crab friend. Moving along, the next thing would be our tools and weapons. We did have a rock for you, which is the Harbor Seal rock, and Helk put it in early this week. So if you want to go ahead and grab it, you can pick up the Harbor Seal rock now. Then, next up we had the Eggplant Ioka. And is this one of those jokes? But it's one of those jokes that still, you know, it's like, you know, not too far, I guess. The eggplant, haha, it's a wiener. You know, it's the same thing like a hot dog kind of thing. So it's one of those jokes that a lot of people like, and this is done really well. I mean, honestly, the eggplant part looks like eggplant skin, so they did a pretty top job with that. And I mean, it's a funny yoga. They almost have to be. Then we've got this crazy thing for you here. The flammable sap. And this thing is just absolutely nuts. Yes, those are all individual matches put together to make the shape of a gun. And you might think, oh, is this a texture they overlaid? But no, the artist actually individually placed all of the matches while making this skin. In texture, in render, those are all individual, actual, sculpted and adjusted by hand matches. That's pretty impressive. Aiming down the sides here, you do have some red tips. And, of course, everyone's going to ask, well, does it glow? It does not glow, so it will not give you away, but it still kind of looks like it's a bit burnt and, you know, maybe some embers in there, which I think adds a nice effect. Last but not least, we do have the Abyss LR300. This has been a very, very popular set, so seeing this one pop into the store would just be common sense. It's always beautifully sculpted and well done work that you can expect from Little Ranger and team, and as you can see here, it translates very nicely to the LR. Aiming down the sights, it has purple rings, as you would expect to go along with it, and there we go for the reload. Only criticize I would have would be that this big empty square spot when aiming down the sights. You can always put something there, Skinners. Don't forget about it. But that's going to do it, everybody. Thanks for bearing with me while I'm going through these just these health things. You have all always been amazing and so kind. Once again, thanks for watching, and stay rusty.